So Frederick, thanks for joining us on Hot Topics.
Thank you.
Anaplan is a very, very big success story at the moment. It raised a lot of money. But let's take you back to the sort of beginning of that story. Just tell me what kind of problem you set out to solve and the market need for a product like Anaplan.
Yeah, so there's a couple of ways to look at the problem resolving. The first way is you have 600 information workers, people who work in companies, big and small. And when it comes to collaborating around numbers, building models, building plans, calculating commission, optimizing things in their company, the way they actually do it in most cases is they will download the data from some kind of legacy software, an ERP, a database, a data warehouse, into a spreadsheet. They will build the model in spreadsheet. The reason is spreadsheet give them the sense of immediacy and flexibility that they need to build those models. And then they'll start collaborating on that process. Well, I'll send you a spreadsheet, you'll try to understand what I did, you'll make some changes, and at the end of the process there'll be a file name version 36. And once we lock in those numbers, we'll do a screenshot and put it in PowerPoint. And then we'll put some text around it and we'll attach it to an email. And we'll send it to our boss and we'll say, boss, this is the result of the budget that you wanted. And that process will go on forever and will lock you into conference calls, nights and weekends spent at work. The problem that we're resolving is that whole process of enabling you and I with dozens, thousands, hundreds of people to collaborate in real time on data set, business rules, in order to come up with very pragmatic, business plans, operational planning, financial planning, sales planning, and all sorts of models that fuel, organizations.
So there's a lot of big enterprise software companies out there that have been around for 20, 30 years.
Correct.
Why didn't they solve this problem?
Well, they've tried, and actually the reason why Anaplan is growing so fast is that we're resolving old problems. There is a whole world of big data and all those buzzwords that you hear that have actually an operational reality. We don't play there. We resolve the problems that the large enterprise software have not been able to address. Their world was the transactional world, being in the controls and the processes. Every time they've had an attempt to work into the decision-making world, and through acquisitions, they basically had a bit of momentum and it felt bad because that's not their DNA.
Right.
Our DNA from the genesis of this company was to create this data engine that provided the flexibility, the power that is required for people to collaborate on complex models and complex plans.